Hi there, welcome back to the channel. Alright, with the greeting out of the way, I am now going to beg you to like, comment, and subscribe. Please? That'd be so cool. And let me know when you do. Please? 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 I beg of you. You're finally awake. Oh, thank goodness. I thought maybe you weren't able to handle my little concoction. But here you are, doing just fine. What a relief. Oh, me? Well, I'm your girlfriend, of course. Don't you recognize me? Oh, you're so cruel. What is this prank you're playing on me, dear? You truly don't recognize your girlfriend? Then let me refresh your memory. A few years ago, we met together for the first time. In that one class together. Though we never spoke, I just knew. The moment I laid eyes on you, we were meant to be. And here we are. Together. Oh, it makes me so happy. Sorry, I shouldn't get carried away, but as I was saying, when I first saw you, I knew we had to be together. And I just told myself, you will be mine. I prayed, I manifested, I hoped, I dreamed, everything. I did everything to try to bring you into my life. But there were so many things just getting in our way. It was so annoying. I just knew, at one point, I'm not going to be able to hold back anymore. And yes, that was the case. Over the years, I grew more and more obsessed with the idea of just being with you. But things started to fall apart. You moved away from me, and I wasn't able to see you anymore. Well, only temporarily at least. Well, of course I followed you. Wherever you go, I go. We are bound together by the red string of fate on our pinky fingers. So cliche. But to be honest, that is like the best way to describe our relationship. You may not have known, but I sure did. Oh, I held on to the idea of us being together one day. I couldn't live without seeing you. Every time I was away, it killed a part of me. Well, you're almost like an addiction. I need you every single day of my life or I won't be able to function. Oh, right, I strayed from the conversation once again. I'm sorry. I get so passionate about our love. But again, as I was saying, I started to notice over the years you became busier. You were spending your entire time focusing on different things other than our love. And I understand to a degree. At first, I accepted the fact that I was happy just observing you from afar. If I could describe it, it's almost like bird watching, witnessing the beauty of a creature, but from afar. You looked so happy. So in your element, almost. That made me happy. But that happiness that I felt, that was temporary. Deep down, what I wanted to be yours, and I wanted you to be mine. That's what I wanted. And over time, seeing you smile towards other people, oh, it killed me. But I knew deep down I couldn't be selfish. I couldn't intrude on your happiness. But then I realized I can be your entire happiness if you let me. You never knew I existed until now. I can be everything you've ever wanted. And you don't have to rely on anything, anyone, ever again. you can just rely on me. So there's no need for aspirations, for hobbies, nothing. I know. I'm being selfish. Very selfish. But let's be honest, my dear. In order to get what you truly want, you have to be selfish. You have to understand that you're going to hurt some people. And hurt people I did. Well, of course. I would do anything for you, the love of my life. Like I said, we're tied together by a red string of fate. Whether that string is dyed with blood doesn't matter. All that matters is that we were meant to be together, and nobody is going to get in my way. In our way. Doesn't that sound wonderful? Oh, I love that word. Ours. It makes me so... Oh, every time I hear it, I just think of us, and what we can have, and what we will have. Just you and me. And I know what you're thinking. Why would I imprison someone who I view as a beautiful creature? Well, you see, sometimes in order to protect something you love so dearly, you need to shut it off from the rest of the world. This world is horrible. This world, it's awful. Don't you agree? There is so much darkness everywhere. And that darkness, I can't let it threaten your light. You're one of the good people. I can tell. You're flawed. Well, of course you are. But those flaws, they suit you so well. They make me fall in love with you over and over and over again. Your strengths, your flaws, everything. I love it all about you. You know what I love about being able to observe you for so long? I learn all of your quirks. In fact, I memorized them all. I took note of some of my favorite ones. Speaking of which, my favorite is when your nose scrunches up when you have a nightmare. Oh, it's so cute. Obviously, I don't want you to have a nightmare, but I can't really intervene without scaring you. And I wouldn't want to do that. What do you mean I'm scaring you right now? Oh, don't be so silly. I know all of this must be so confusing, but you'll learn to understand where I'm coming from soon enough. It's like almost moving into a new environment. I understand it might be a little confusing and a little scary, but... Huh? My dear, why are you looking at me that way? In fact, for the entire time that you've been awake, your gaze has been so hateful. I don't understand. Sweetheart, everything that I've done was for you. Was to protect you. I couldn't risk you possibly getting hurt out there. Like I mentioned, the world, it's so cruel. It's cruel to good people like you, and I can't lose you. You're the sole reason why I felt anything throughout my entire life. So of course, I feel very, very inclined to protect you. I have to protect you. Well, because I'm your girlfriend, of course. Don't be asking such obvious questions, my dear. My love, I don't think you realize what you're saying. Have you been brainwashed by somebody? That has to be the case. You would never act this way towards me after everything that I've done. Sweetheart, just give me a name. Just give me a name. I will take care of whoever did this to you. Huh? Sweetheart, Listen, I know all of this must have been very emotionally taxing. I understand. But give me some time. I will show you what I mean. I will prove everything that I said because it's the truth. I would never lie to you. I could never bring myself to do such a thing to the love of my life. Honey, No, honey, please. I need you to calm down. Please, your heart rate is going through the roof. Please, I'm begging you. I promise I will fix everything. Just give me some time, my dear. Listen, I don't want to have to do this, okay? Just listen to me. Honey, just listen! I understand. This is all very confusing. But with due time, like I said, you will understand what I mean. So until then, just do the one thing that I ask of you. Be happy around me. Please. I've done everything to be your sole happiness, your only reason of happiness. I want to be yours. I want to be the reason why you smile, you laugh, you just... Please, Why are you so angry with me? Do you just truly not understand how any of this works? That's fine. Like I said, your flaws, your strengths, all of them make me fall in love with you over and over again. But it's just, this is the first time we get to speak to each other face to face after so long, and this is how you treat me. It's overwhelming, even for someone like me. And it just seems we're going to have this argument over and over again, my dear. Aren't we? Until I let you go. I see. So that's your expectation here. That is very unrealistic. But you know what? If that's your expectation of our future, so be it. I'll just have you know, if I can't love you the way you are, I am perfectly fine loving a hollowed shell of yourself. So be it. I didn't want to do this, my dear. I didn't. But if I can't keep you the way you are, then you leave me with no choice. But no matter what, I hope you know I love you so much. And that will never, ever change.